we're gonna be talking about the new PAGCOR logo na ni-release kagabi during their 40th anniversary. It's met with a fair amount of criticism, mainly because of how, well, expensive it is, and two, how it apparently could look better. We'll talk more about that as we go along in tonight's stream. Now, I'm not so sure where you guys have been in the last 24 hours, but if you've been on the internet or kung na-check nyo yung social media nyo, chances are you saw this last night. So, 40th anniversary ng PAGCOR kagabi, they released their new logo. We have here, I believe, the president and other relevant people, I suppose. I have to admit, I'm not aware of our government officials. So this is the logo up close. That's what it looks like. And for reference, this is what the old... Hala, pinalitan na rin dito! Let me show you the old logo. Here you go. So just for reference, chat, this is the old logo of PAGCOR. And if you don't know, PAGCOR is the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Basically, sila yung nag-aasikaso ng gambling or sila yung nagre-regulate ng gambling dito sa Pilipinas, if I'm not mistaken. Now, putting the two side by side, this is what they look like. We have the old logo on the left and then the new logo on the right. Now, I also happen to have found what this new logo means kasi lahat naman ng logo, meron yung meanings. Blue means something, red means something, and this entire fiasco should mean something, right? So, according to this website, according to the chairman and CEO himself, sabi niya, yung new PAGCOR logo incorporates the element of fire associated with energy, inspiration, passion, and transformation. It symbolizes the flame that ignites change and drives progress. My gosh, that's a lot of stuff just from the red part. The logo likewise reflects a beacon which symbolizes guidance, leadership, and direction. It represents a guiding light that helps people find their way. Now, people have also tried to dissect kung ano man ang itsura or ano man ang pwedeng kinunan ng inspiration ng logo na to. So, we have this guy and he watermarked his entire artwork. So, we should likewise give him credit kasi feeling ko sinadya na talaga yun. Sabi niya, this is my own interpretation of the new PAGCOR logo. So, para sa kanya, the PAGCOR logo looks this way because he explains over here, I feel like whoever made the logo was trying to create an abstract P and C with the PH flag colors. I suppose it's an abstract P over there and then the C. So I did something similar while adding something from the old established identity, the PAGCOR star. If I were to create a new logo from scratch, I'd rather stay a bit near the original, the one with hands, as it's rare for rebranding, especially just to commemorate an anniversary, to veer too far from the roots. Okay, I tried creating another based on my point above. This part I don't get too much, that's why we're gonna skip it. But basically, ito yung interpretation ni Whole Warning 5117. Now, likewise, may isa pang interpretation tayong nakita, and this one kind of makes a lot of sense too. But I'm not so sure, chat. Let me know what you think. Yeah. This one makes a lot of sense too. And as you can already tell, it's already beginning to get memed out. We have this one over here. Angkas already released. Very, very fast to move with their moment marketing, with their viral marketing. Angkas already posted their own adaptation of the logo. Susugal kami sa boss namin with this new logo. We also have another meme here. PAGCOR, if you know, you know. If I'm not mistaken, this is from Avocado 1952. Is it? Yeah. So, there you go. We have another meme over here. This one, if I'm not mistaken, is from Tarantadong Kalbo. We have it over here. the PAGCOR logo, the new PAGCOR logo, looks oddly similar to the Petron logo. Even if you look at the spacing here, chat, very, very similar yung space dito, yung blank space dito, or yung white space dito, so white space ng PAGCOR. It's uncanny, and I hope that if ever man my inspiration from Petron, whenever they do have their press release, because they likely will have a public statement on this as well, I hope they give us more clarity on what's happening right now, because it doesn't look good at all. Now, to add to the idea na it doesn't look good at all, lumabas din to. I don't know how legit this is. It looks pretty legit. It has your signatures, it has your header here, and it looks scanned. But basically, chat, this new PAGCOR logo was acquired for 3 million pesos. That explains Papa P's joke earlier na bigyan nyo lang daw siya ng 1,000 pesos at siya na mismo gagawa ng PAGCOR logo himself. Now, before we move on, I also want to let you know, chat, that the number one reason why this is trending is largely based on allegations. We haven't yet heard from PAGCOR themselves. Wala pa silang statement. So right now, we are all operating on what we currently have on the internet. So people are definitely outraged by this. So this is one of the... I think this has been copy-pasted already and rewritten in many different ways. I'll read them one by one for you. So this person posts, if this isn't sketchy enough, Print Plus Graphic Services, let's see if we have the photo here. Print Plus Graphic Services, kung saan in-award yung 3 million pesos para gawin yung graphic na yun. Print Plus was just newly registered for PhilGeps on June 14, 2023. Apparently or allegedly, it used to be a BBM campaign merch giveaway page. Print Plus FB page has only 39 likes. The page itself doesn't even have their own logo. The Facebook link isn't even personalized. Now, because I mentioned earlier that we are all operating on the available resources that we have online, and basically wala pa tayong naririnig from PAGCOR themselves, I did some fact checking myself. So when you actually go to the website, and I suppose PhilGeps, paano bigasin to? PhilGeps is a website that basically focuses on transparency between the government, contracts, and merchants. So if you have merchants who are accredited by the government, basically you will be able to find them here. In fact, if I kind of used one keyword here, I used the word plus from Print Plus. We can actually find them here, and you could see that they were just really accredited not too long ago. So Print Plus, there you go. So Print Plus, there you go. Print Plus Graphic Services over here, chat, indeed was only approved on June 14. Now it becomes questionable because how can a business or a brand that was just approved less than a month ago be awarded a very big contract, so big that not only is it worth 3 million pesos, but basically iniba na nila or ni-rebrand nila yung mismong itsura ng PAGCOR logo. Now, the other issue here, if you look very closely, is red lang siya. Right? Oh, what does this mean? You have red here, and then you have platinum here. I googled it myself just to see kung ano ibig sabihin nun. But apparently, when it's red, it means pag red ang tag sa business mo, red tag, get it? The red membership is helpful for smaller businesses which have a smaller capacity. And as you grow your business, you can take on bigger government projects with large numbers of products or service end users, and now you become platinum tagged next to your name. The problem here is that, of course, dahil June 14 lang sila na approve, they're still red. So this idea where a very, very new business automatically or suddenly gets a 3 million peso contract and gets to have such a big responsibility, becomes questionable for a lot of people. The second part of this allegation, which we also wanted to fact check, nawala na tayo over here, is their Facebook page. Essentially, nakalagay dito na yung Facebook page nila. Meron lang daw 39 followers and wala man lang din logo and wala ring page. Wala man lang din unique page link. So this is it. So a while ago, if may 39 followers siya, now it has 89 followers. They are apparently online right now. We're live. So they're online as well right now. And it does seem like they were a BBM giveaway Facebook page. But to say that this is them, I think is a bit of a reach right now. Maybe they just have similar names, chat. Let's see their about. Mukhang wala naman silang inibang page name. Page transparency. There you go. They were created on August 3, 2020. No ads. And just on July 12, changed their name to Print Plus Graphic Services. So, I'm not too sure about this part of the allegation because it was only changed today and mukhang hindi naman legit yung allegation kung saan sinasabi na yung Facebook page nila non-existent or doesn't even function on behalf of their business. Now, I do have to say though that without enough information online, it still is a little sketchy. I take that back. It still is a lot sketchy na a business awarded with this size of a contract, we can barely find anything about them online. Save for the Facebook page, which I think is not legit. There's not much else. If you Google Print Plus Graphic Services, which we're gonna do right now, you're not gonna find a lot of results as well. Parang wala talaga. Here, we can look at this. Print Plus Graphic Services, apparently, is this even them? Sa Las Piñas, advertising agency sila. We don't really know. What we do want to find out, though, is the statement, right? The statement of the other side, what they have to say about this entire. There are people who did voice out more constructive criticism, not just a lot of bashing and assumptuous posts. There are people who actually thought that, hey, you know what? I have a suggestion. How about this approach? How about this approach sa logo natin or sa PAGCOR logo? And honestly, it's not so bad. So this is from RGB Designs. Natatakpan lang siya nung picture natin, but there you go, RGB Designs on the upper right. I like it. If anything, when we compare it with this one, there are elements of the old logo integrated into the new logo, at least by RGB Designs. People have also suggested na sana na lang din daw nagkaroon tayo ng logo making contest. Now, that's a bit of a reach if you think about it. Logo making contest pero official government institution. I think it's a reach kasi one, that's a very big responsibility, and two, it's too big of an opportunity to not have a large contract on, if you know what I mean. So ito sinasuggest netong Twitter user na to na sana nagkaroon na lang din daw tayo ng logo making contest. So we have seen the allegations, we have seen the constructive criticism. Meron din mga mas far-reaching na mga criticisms doon, and I happen to have found two very intriguing na criticisms. Isa ito. So parang daw may pattern na lumalabas. Ginagawa nilang milking cow yung mga rebranding projects na di naman kailangan in the first place. Okay lang sana kung maganda, ang problema sablay pa. So again, chat, right now we are operating on allegations. We are operating on what information we have at the moment. But it's still quite interesting because it keeps everybody on their toes and keeps everybody rabid and watchful about what the government is doing. And that's always a good thing because the democracy there is ever so present kapag meron tayong voice na pwede nating i-broadcast on the internet. So much so that this logo or this post was made on Reddit. Anong logo daw ang pinaka-worst? This seems like the recent rebranding of all the brands. We have your Philippine Sea Games on the upper left, Bangko Sentral on the right. Of course, last week, ito yung Love the Philippines fiasco na meron tayo. And then today, ito yung PAGCOR natin. In fact, Love the Philippines is now no longer the champion because the crown now belongs to PAGCOR. This one was sent over in our Discord. Other than the information that I gave out to you, I don't have yet a final opinion on this. I'm waiting for this to develop further, if only because wala pa tayong naririnig from PAGCOR themselves. I hope they clear it up enough na may marinig tayo from them. I hope that we get the clarity. I hope that they don't wiggle around and find a way out of this. I hope na lahat ng issues natin, especially the ones that we all are aware of right now, ma-address siya when they do let out their public statement. So naipasa na ang corona. Well, there you go, chat. That's essentially tonight's stream.